If you have a firearm for self-defense, it is imperative that you train with it. But the problem is that it can be very expensive, it can be very time-consuming. Thus, one of the things that I've been doing for years is dry firing. A great substitute when you can't get out to the range. Something that does hone your skills and works on your muscle memory. But I'm going to go a step above that, and that's with airsoft. And I had been very interested in airsoft for a while, wanting to use it as a training tool, but just not knowing what to do and if it would really be for me. But I'm going to tell you, if you're on the fence right now about airsoft, I want to highly recommend that you really take a look. They are making airsoft pistols that are exact replicas of most of the major guns, many that you carry. But I've watched Steve at Safe Arms Review, by the way, which is an incredible channel, purchased an airsoft pistol and has been training with it. And Steve is an incredible marksman with firearms. So since that time, I have really been thinking very hard about buying a nice airsoft pistol. Things that I was looking for was a 1911 that was all metal, that was gas powered, and so I could use propane, the little propane tanks. And so I talked to Paul at Airsoft Armada, and he recommended the KWA 1911 Mark IV. And this gun has the heft and the feel of my real Colt 1911. It's incredible. Now, of course, you notice that I have the KWA airsoft pistol right next to my Colt Government 1911. Feel and the function are so close. It's just really amazing. They do have the same feel. This is, though, has more of the bells and whistles that more of a custom pistol would have. This gun it's just really a top-notch pistol. And it's all metal frame, and I'm not going to do a review on this, just a review on the gun itself. I really want to talk more about why go with airsoft compared to what pistol you're carrying. I do have a Springfield Armory Champion, which is the shorter barrel, that is almost identical to the functions on this pistol. But really, all the controls are pretty much the same as it is on the standard 1911. You can pick up one of the KWAs that's more of a standard 1911 size. The KWA weighs, with the magazine in it, weighs exactly the same weight as an empty 1911. I do most of my dry firing and my training with an empty pistol, so this really mimics that. Now, a couple of the things that I really wanted was an all-metal pistol, but I also wanted one that would take green gas. And the reason I like green gas is because you can use propane. And these small bottles of propane are perfect. One thing that I will recommend you do is buy the adapter. And then, of course, it has some instructions. It's real easy to use. It goes in this hole right here. Insert. Not too far in. You don't want to push it too hard. So the magazine is the one that functions. The good thing about this is that on the last round, the slide does remain open, which simulates, of course, just like it does on the regular 1911. And that way you can do your training. The magazines themselves, I just have one now, but I am planning to get at least 2 more. You need a couple of extra magazines, just like you would with your carry guns. When handling an airsoft gun, I've watched a lot of different reviews on these, and you know, a lot of guys, because it's an airsoft gun, they're not really keeping up with the safety standards that you would with a regular gun. But let me say, this gun shoots about 350 to 360 feet per second. And it is really humming. You need to be careful where you're aiming and keep your finger out of the trigger guard when handling an airsoft pistol. So just like you would with a regular pistol. And of course, this one's already been safety checked, but just for general principle, we're going to safety check it because I'm going to be handling it some. Now the propane gas will, once I fill it up, it does about 3 magazine fulls before I need to refill it. It still holds the velocity really close up until the last one. So this magazine holds 14 rounds. So, you know, we're talking about 42 shots with 1 charge of green gas, and there's plenty of gas in that propane tank to fill this a number of times. Plus, the BBs are very inexpensive. Now, this one actually is a 6mm but it needs to shoot a little bit of a heavier BB, which is a 2.5 gram big bag of BBs, and these are 2.5 grain BBs. That and the propane is super important, and then of course, you know, later on you can get your extra magazines. The range on this pistol would be, from what I've seen and from what I've done myself, about 100 feet. When I was shooting this gun in the demonstration review, it was about 20 feet, and still getting some really decent groups. In fact, when I was shooting around 10 feet, I was getting just little groups like this. Now here is my initial testing of this pistol. When I pulled it out of the box, I charged it with green gas, and as you can see, the groups, and like I say, this is about 12 feet, I would really say, that I was shooting this indoors in my workshop. It does a nice tight group. And that's one of the things about airsoft that's really convenient, is that you can shoot it indoors. Of course, you can definitely shoot it outdoors. The sound is very minimal, and really all you need is a good pair of safety glasses. This really allows you to train anywhere. One of the great advantages too of a pistol like this, and using the same pistol that you train with, is the holsters. And you can use the exact same holsters that you use for the pistol you carry. Now most holsters now have an option for 1911s that have a Picatinny rail, but whatever pistol that you're carrying really needs to be the one that you're training with. So like I say, there are certain just basic 1911 holsters that this will fit, and there are some that won't. Now under federal law, the airsoft pistols have to have an orange tip on the front when they're sold, and of course I remedied that immediately with black paint, spray paint, and just took care of that. Actually, there are other ways you can remove this stuff, but that's just, you will get your gun with an orange just on the tip of the barrel, about that ½ inch. But this gun to me has just a great ergonomic. I pick up this, I feel like I'm holding a 1911. In fact, I showed one of my buddies last night. We were at dinner, and after dinner I said, let me let you check this out. He was so excited that he went and started looking at airsoft guns immediately, which he is going to be purchasing one, because the possibilities for training with this are just incredible. So if you're thinking about airsoft for training, I recommend that you take the plunge. It's a lot of fun. I want to say thanks to Airsoft Armada for providing this pistol, and make sure you go by and check out airsoftarmada.com and let them know that Suit sent you. I'll also have their channel, their YouTube channel, in the description below. And as always, thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more fun gun reviews and sensible survival. God bless America. Long live the Republic. But as far as training goes, no. The youth of our wonderful country and around the world to get together and express their anger with airsoft.